Hello. Today's topic is my spouse won't do an estate plan, and what am I supposed to do about that? Because that's not going to work if we don't do it together. My name is Susan Graham. I want to tell you a little bit about my business. I have a business called Senior Edge Legal, and we're a specialized law firm that helps retired people or those planning for retirement create and actually implement plans that allow them to have a safe, independent, and financially secure future. So let's talk about this today of what happens if you want to do an estate plan and your spouse doesn't want to do that with you. Well, the first thing you need to do is set up an appointment and meet with an attorney just by yourself. If your spouse isn't going to do it, well, you still can do some things. What you're going to talk about is understanding what you actually own that you can control, even though your spouse isn't participating. So you're going to talk about what kind of property you can actually give when you die. In Idaho, we have two kinds of property: separate property, that's something you own before the marriage or received as a gift or an inheritance just to you during the term of the marriage, and community property. And the presumption is it's all community property. It belongs to the both of you, no matter how it's titled, no matter who earned the money to make it happen. There's another asset that's involved too, and that's retirement benefits. If you want to give your retirement benefits to someone other than your spouse, and your spouse is not cooperating in this planning, you can't do it. The law requires that the spouse sign off on a piece of paper that says, yeah, they agree they're not necessarily the one that gets the retirement benefits if you die first. So what would you do with this attorney? Well, the first thing you'd want to sign is a will, a last will and testament that says when you die, who's going to be in charge, who's going to handle things. We call them personal representative. It may be you want to name your spouse, but maybe you want to name somebody else. One of your children, a good friend, a family member, or a professional, such as a bank, trust department, to handle all that. In addition, you want to say where the property is going to go. Are you going to give it all to your spouse or some portion or nothing? And then where does it go after that? Lastly, you need to sign a financial power of attorney and a health power of attorney, saying who's going to make decisions for you when you can't do that. So why would you do an estate plan without the cooperation of your spouse? Because you want to, because you want to give yourself the peace of mind that if something happens, it's still going to, after you're gone, still going to happen the way you want it to be as best you can arrange it. So I strongly encourage you to go see an attorney of your choice or come talk to me. I'd be happy to help you. If you want to talk to me about your circumstances, call my office, 208-344-0375, 208-344-0375, or again, contact someone in another attorney that you feel comfortable working with. You need to get your questions answered. I want to thank you so much for listening to this video.